Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at activity 32.1. We're looking at circumference and areas of a circle. Coach Williams, Mr. Williams. And this is a very simple section. I really just wanted to give you a few ideas and a few reminders before you start working on the problems, okay? First off, circumference of a circle, don't forget it's 2 pi r or pi d. You did both of those in middle school, so hopefully that's nothing new to you. And then the area of a circle is pi r squared. In order to keep these two separate, remember the area is two-dimensional, therefore you have two radiuses. That's why you've got the radius squared there, okay? Versus circumference is a one-dimensional measurement, so the radius is a single dimension. So like circumference would be like a 10 feet kind of answer, versus area would be 10 feet squared. All right, so hopefully that helps you keep those separate. Again, we're looking at 32.1. We're going to be on page 463, at least that's where the section starts. One of the vocabulary words, really the main vocabulary word, they talk about circumference, but I think you already know that one. So I just wanted to kind of throw at you what a sector was. What a sector is defined as is basically the pie-shaped part of a circle. So if you think about a circle, right, and think like we cut a slice of pizza out of it. Let's say here's the center of our circle. We cut a slice of pizza out of it. These two radiuses and the arc that they define make a sector. Okay? And we're going to look at all kinds of things. We're going to look at how we find the length of that arc, how we find the area of that sector, but we're not there yet. We're going to start with some basic stuff. And I'm going to have you basically just practice the problems because I don't think there's anything major here. And then we'll go over the problems if there's any issues. One thing I wanted to call your attention to is, for example, if you have a problem that is maybe looking for the shaded region here, and just keeping in mind, basically think like a donut, right? If you wanted to find the area of the donut, you would do big circle minus little circle, which notice I labeled radius 1 and radius 2, okay? Sometimes they're going to tell you what the radius 2 is. Sometimes they're simply going to tell you the difference. They might say that this shaded region has a width of 5 feet, and therefore you know that second radius would be the first radius plus 5, something like that, okay? But here's what it would look like as far as a formula goes. One other thing I wanted to mention, if we were trying to put maybe a circle inside of a rectangle, and let's say we wanted to know what's the biggest circle that fits inside that rectangle. Well, the biggest circle is going to be the one whose radius is equal to half of the shortest side, right? So let's say this side length is 6 and this side length is 10. Well, the biggest circle that I can put in here is going to have a radius of 3, because if it goes 3 in both directions, it's going to take the full 6. So even though I have the length of 10, I can't use all of the 10. I have to stick with the 6. That's my limiting factor, okay? So hopefully you can use that. What I want you to do is I really want you to get in this and work and get your hands dirty, and then if you have questions, hopefully we'll answer those in the next video. So the assignment, I want you to go to page 465, and you're going to work numbers 15 through 19, and then take maybe 5-10 minutes on that, and then come back to me and we'll talk about the answers.